a breath, get ready to explore. Chuckie's deep dive kicks down the door, where the truth collides and wisdom thrives. No surface living, we're going live. In the deep dive, where the water's cut clean, where dreams are sparked and the soul is seen. No shallow waves, just truth alive. Step into the rhythm of Chuckie's deep dive. Back to surface.
All right, let's unlock some brain power today. We're going deep into limitless potential. We've got a whole stack of research here, all about how our minds can adapt and grow and achieve, well, pretty much anything we set our minds to.
It's fascinating. You know, for so long, we thought our brains were basically fixed after a certain age.
Yeah, like we're stuck with what we're born with.
Exactly. But turns out completely wrong. And that's where this idea of neuroplasticity comes in.
Neuroplasticity, okay.
It means our brains are always rewiring constantly based on what we experience and do.
Oh, interesting.
Think of it like a forest. The well-worn paths, those are your habits, your current thoughts. But there's all these like unexplored areas just waiting for you to make new trails, you know?
So it's not about being smart or talented. It's about actually like shaping our brains.
Precisely. And one powerful way to do that is through cognitive training.
Cognitive training, okay.
Yeah, it's engaging in activities that challenge your brain, push it out of that comfort zone.
Okay, so brain workouts. Give me some examples.
Absolutely. Like puzzles, maybe learning a new language, even taking up an instrument. Anything that forces your brain to work in new ways builds those new pathways.
Hitting the mental gym, I like it. But what about, the emotional side? How does that play into all this potential unlocking?
Right. Well, that's where emotional intelligence comes in. It's not just, IQ. It's about understanding your emotions, managing them effectively.
Okay.
People with high emotional intelligence, they tend to be more resilient, adaptable, better with relationships, all that.
So like being in tune with your feelings can actually help you achieve your goals.
Absolutely. And there are techniques to boost that emotional intelligence. Mindfulness, for example, is a fascinating one.
Mindfulness, that's all about like being present.
Exactly. Paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment, just observing. And the research shows regular mindfulness practice can actually rewire your brain for the better, less stress, better focus, even more empathy.
Less stress, better focus, sign me up. How do we cultivate mindfulness, though?
Meditation's a great tool, but not the only way. You can practice mindfulness in everyday things like eating, walking, even washing dishes.
Really?
Key is to bring your full attention to that present moment. Engage all your senses.
So even just paying attention to like the taste of your food can be mindfulness.
Exactly. It's training the mind to stay grounded, not get lost in worries or distractions.
It's interesting, a lot of the research talks about overcoming these limiting beliefs. What are those exactly? How do they hold us back?
Yeah, limiting beliefs are those negative thoughts we have about ourselves, keep us stuck in self-doubt, fear, things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never be successful, that kind of thing.
Ugh, that inner critic. So loud sometimes.
It really can be.
Like trying to sabotage our dreams.
Yeah, but the good news is we can reprogram our minds to replace those beliefs with empowering ones.
Okay, tell me more. How do we do that? Silence that inner critic.
There's a few powerful techniques. One is called NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. It's about understanding the link between our thoughts, our language, and our behavior.
So how we think and talk to ourselves shapes our reality.
Exactly. And NLP has some practical tools for rewiring those thought patterns. Visualization, for example, is very effective.
I've heard about visualization, yeah. Athletes use it, right?
Yes, but it's not just for athletes. It's about creating a clear mental image of yourself, achieving a goal.
Okay.
Engaging all your senses, sight, sound, even touch. It's like sending a message to your brain, programming it for success.
A mental movie where you're the star living out your dream life.
Exactly. And the more vivid you make it, the more your brain believes it's possible.
Wow, this is fascinating. I'm seeing how all this connects. Neuroplasticity, cognitive training, emotional intelligence, even NLP, all working together.
Absolutely they are. And there's even more tools we can explore, like anchoring, rapport building.
Wait, anchoring? Like what they do with ships?
Well, not exactly, but we're going to dive into all of that in the next part of our deep dive. So we've been talking about some really powerful ways to, shape our brains and unlock our potential.
Definitely.
But you might be wondering about this anchoring thing we mentioned.
Yeah, it sounds a little, I don't know, mysterious. You mentioned ships last time, so I'm picturing something like heavy and grounding.
Right. Well, in NLP, anchoring is about creating a connection, a link between a specific state of mind, like, say, confidence or feeling calm, and then a physical sensation or a trigger.
Interesting. How does that actually work?
So imagine you're about to give a big presentation, You're nervous, heart's racing, but you remember a time when you felt super confident, successful, maybe after nailing a presentation or winning something.
Yeah.
You can actually anchor that feeling of confidence to a simple gesture, like touching your thumb and forefinger together. So whenever you touch your fingers like that, you get that surge of confidence back.
Exactly.
By doing that repeatedly, associating the gesture with the feeling, you create this powerful trigger,
Like a secret weapon for nerves. So cool.
Exactly. And what about rapport building? Is that related to NLP as well?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. Rapport is about like connecting with people, building trust.
Yeah, it is. And NLP has some really interesting insights into how we can do that better, more effectively.
Like reading body language, mirroring movements, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's one technique called matching and mirroring.
Okay.
But it goes beyond just the physical gestures. It's also about paying attention to someone's tone of voice, their energy level, even the words they use.
So finding common ground, creating that sense of like harmony.
Precisely. And when we build rapport, it opens up all these opportunities for collaboration, understanding, deeper connections.
That makes sense. But with all these techniques, it's easy to get overwhelmed, Where do we even begin to actually use this stuff in our lives?
That's a great question. And remember, small steps can lead to big changes. Start with one or two techniques that really resonate with you.
Okay.
Maybe you want to try visualization to boost your confidence, or mindfulness to handle stress. The key is to make it a regular practice.
So like building a new habit.
Yeah,
Hitting the mental gym consistently.
exactly. And just like physical exercise, the more you practice, the stronger you get mentally.
I love that. It's so exciting to think we have this control over our minds and potential. But let's get practical here. Any specific lifestyle tips to support this mental growth?
One of the most important things is sleep. Our brains need that time to recharge, consolidate memories, all that.
Sleep is so crucial, but sometimes it feels impossible to get enough with our busy lives.
I hear you. Even small adjustments can help. Try a consistent bedtime routine, maybe a relaxing sleep environment, avoiding screens before bed.
Right.
What about diet? Does that play a role in brain health?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
Absolutely. A balanced diet, full of fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, it all provides the nutrients your brain needs to function at its best.
Fueling our brains with premium fuel. Any specific brain-boosting foods we should be eating?
Blueberries are fantastic, packed with antioxidants, protect your brain cells.
Okay.
And they have these things called flavonoids. They actually improve communication between brain cells and can boost memory.
So blueberries are like little brain powerhouses. What else?
Walnuts are great too. They're full of omega-3 fatty acids. Those are essential for how our brains work. And don't forget leafy greens like spinach, kale, tons of vitamins and minerals that support brain health.
Blueberries, walnuts, leafy greens. Got it. Sounds like eating for a better brain can actually be pretty tasty.
It really can be. And remember, it's not just what you eat, but what you don't eat. Try to cut down on processed foods, sugary drinks, too much caffeine.
So nourishing our brains from the inside out.
Exactly. And one last lifestyle tip. Don't underestimate physical exercise.
Wait, I thought we were talking about mental fitness.
We are. But physical activity is amazing for the brain. Increases blood flow, helps grow new brain cells, even improves mood and how well we think.
So going to the gym is like a 2-for-1 deal. Good for the body and the brain.
Exactly. What kind of exercise is best for brain health?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Honestly, anything that gets your heart rate up helps, but things that involve coordination, complex movements like dancing or martial arts, those can be really stimulating for the brain.
That's so cool. It all connects. Taking care of our physical health helps unlock our mental potential.
It absolutely does. And the best part is, all these lifestyle changes, they're in our control. We have the power to create an environment that supports our mental growth and well-being.
This is so empowering. We've covered so much in this deep dive, from neuroplasticity and cognitive training to emotional intelligence, NLP, even lifestyle tips for brain health. What are some final thoughts you want to leave our listeners with as we head into the last part of our exploration?
Remember, you are capable of amazing things. Your brain is a powerful tool, and by understanding how it works, using these techniques, you can unlock that limitless potential.
And we'll be back in just a bit to explore some practical steps to actually apply this knowledge in your own life. Okay, we've explored some seriously mind-blowing stuff in this deep dive. neuroplasticity, emotional intelligence, NLP, even, the power of blueberries.
Right.
But let's get practical. How can our listeners actually use all this to unlock their own potential?
You've hit the nail on the head. It's all about action, but also being strategic, understanding what works for you.
So no one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly. We all have different strengths, different challenges, different goals. So the first step is figuring out what you want to focus on.
Makes sense. So say I'm feeling stuck, lacking motivation, confidence. Where do I even start?
Well, in that case, we might try tapping into visualization and positive self-talk. Start by picturing yourself achieving a goal, something that would boost your confidence. Maybe landing your dream job or giving an amazing presentation.
And make it vivid, right? Engage all the senses.
Yes. The more you can feel it, the more your brain starts to believe it's possible. And while you're visualizing, start replacing those negative thoughts with positive affirmations.
So instead of I'm not good enough, it's I am capable, I deserve success.
Exactly. Might feel a little cheesy at first, but trust me, your brain will start to believe it with repetition.
What about if I'm struggling with focus, concentration? My mind's always buzzing with distractions.
That's a common one, especially these days. We might try mindfulness and some productivity hacks too.
Like the Pomodoro technique, right?
Right.
Working those focus bursts.
Exactly. And incorporating mindfulness, even just a few minutes of meditation each day, can make a huge difference.
Training that attention span.
Like building a mental muscle, yeah. And don't underestimate just creating a distraction-free environment. Turn off notifications, silence your phone, let people know you need some focus time.
Boundaries are key. Okay, what if I'm overwhelmed with stress, anxiety, all that?
Then we might look at breath work and anchoring. Remember, breath work can really regulate your nervous system, create a sense of calm.
And anchoring helps us link a feeling to a physical trigger.
Right. So you might practice deep breathing when you're feeling relaxed, and then anchor that calm feeling to a gesture, like touching your thumb and forefinger together. When you're stressed, use that anchor to bring back the feeling of tranquility.
It's like a portable stress relief kit.
Exactly. And remember, all these techniques work even better when you combine them with those healthy habits we talked about. The sleep, the good diet, the exercise.
It's creating a whole environment for growth.
Right. And one last thing. Be patient with yourself. This is a journey, not a destination. There'll be ups and downs. The key is to keep practicing, keep refining these techniques.
Like learning any new skill takes time, effort, and a little grace along the way.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are so many resources out there, books, online courses, even communities of people on the same path.
Speaking of resources, you're a big fan of chuckiescorner.com, right? They've got tons of information on all this personal growth stuff.
They do. I highly recommend checking it out for more insights, inspiration, all that.
As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one message you want to leave our listeners with?
You have the power to unlock your potential. Believe in yourself, use these tools, and never stop exploring what your mind can do.
What a great message to end on. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into limitless potential. We hope you found it informative, inspiring, and most importantly, empowering. It's been a pleasure. And remember, if you want to dive deeper into these concepts, head over to chuckiescorner.com for more. Until next time.
Take a breath, get ready to explore. Chuckie's deep dive kicks down the door, where the truth collides and wisdom thrives. No surface living, we're going live. In the deep dive, where the water's cut clean, where dreams are sparked and the soul is seen. No shallow waves, just truth alive. Step into the rhythm of Chuckie's deep dive. Back to surface, we're getting real. No plastic vibes, just the truth you feel. From the grind to the glory, the lessons we chase. Every dive is a battle won by grace. Faith meets the hustle, the scars meet the crown. Each layer we shed takes us further down. This is Chuckie's zone, where the real reside. No fear in the depths, just a fearless vibe. In the deep dive, where the water's cut clean, where dreams are sparked and the soul is seen. No shallow waves, just truth alive. Step into the rhythm of Chuckie's deep dive. Mirror, reflecting the grind. Truth hits harder when the answers unwind. The pain, the growth, the lessons they bring. Every deep dive sharpens your wings. This ain't just talk, it's a call to rise, to find your purpose through searching eyes. The deeper the question, the stronger you'll be. In the depths of the dive you find clarity. Yo, this ain't a game, it's the life we live. Every word a truth, every beat we give. Chuckie's Corner's the launch, the dives where it's real. Breaking chains, building dreams, we seal the deal. To the deep dive, when the water's cut clean, where dreams are sparked, then the soul is seen. No shallow waves, just truth alive. Step into the rhythm of Chuckie's deep dive. Peel back the surface, we're getting real. No plastic vibes, just the truth you feel. From the grind to the glory, the lessons we chase. Every dive is a battle won by grace. A mirror reflecting the grind. Truth hits harder when the answers unwind. The pain, the growth, the lessons they bring. Every deep dive sharpens your wings. Each dive's a mirror reflecting the grind. Truth hits harder when the answers unwind. The pain, the growth, the lessons they bring. Every deep dive sharpens your wings. Each dive's a mirror reflecting the grind. Truth hits harder when the answers unwind. The pain, the growth, the lessons they bring. Every deep dive sharpens your wings. This ain't just talk, it's a call to rise, to find your purpose through searching eyes. The deeper the question, the stronger you'll be. In the depths of the dive you find clarity. Yo, this ain't a game, it's the life we live. Every word a truth, every beat we give. Chuckie's Corner's the launch, the dives where it's real. Breaking chains, building dreams, we seal the deal. Dive deeper, feel the current shift. Every truth revealed is a timeless gift. Chuckie's deep dive, where you'll thrive. Uncover your purpose, let the vision drive.